Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning. And how do you do? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning. And God loves you. Woo, woo, woo. Listen. I am Edwina B, Miss Cuckoo for Cocoa Pops. And you would think it's like 6:30 in the morning. Who gets up like that? I do. Why? Because my Creator touched me with the gift of life this day that will never, ever come again. So when I recognize that I'm alive, oh boy, but let's get this party started. You should feel the same way. And if you don't, use me as an example. Because all our Creator wants is acknowledgement that He is. Whoever you choose to call him, it, her, He is the Creator of all things. And for that, I give Him honor, praise, glory, hallelujah, worship. Because He chose me and He chose you to rise. Yes, to rise. So, welcome to the Free to Hope conversation with Edwina B. That's me, y'all. And I just want to say one of my lights just blanked out. And I'm going to continue by sharing what I always do, how it all started, okay? So listen up. Free to Hope stands for From Recovery, Emerge Empowered. Emerge empowered. To give hope to others, help others prosper equally. Now, I know I can get so excited where I raise my voice, but sometimes I need to tone it down a little bit, right? Because I get so excited about what my God has done for me. Yes, 34 years ago, underneath a parked car in the streets of Philadelphia, 3 o'clock in the morning, getting high with and doing all kind of sexual favors for my own stepson. I was 34, he was 34, but we were both under the influence of mental illness and substance abuse. So when we are challenged with, now I know those diseases, we transformed. And underneath that parked car, keeping myself from him hurting me, my life flashed before me. Ooh, my brokenness, my being broke. How at the age of 34, Edwina, are you underneath a car? Are you kidding me? No. So that was my one and only knee-bowing experience to be set free from recovery, emerge empowered to give hope to others. When I cried out these words on February the 22nd of 1990, I cried out, whoever they say you are, I don't know you. Take me out this life now or show me a better way. Voila. Oh my God. Did you see that, y'all? Listen, I love when my transparency and authenticity comes about. These doggone dentures just about fell out my mouth. But guess what? I'm going to do what they suggest I do. I'm going to push them out. But if they do come out, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to sit them on a table and I'm going to keep on talking. Because it's not about the messenger. It's about the message. It's not about the mask. It's the person not just behind the mask, but who's inside. And if we really think about it, we are human beings. This is just the physical, but the physical occupies various spirits. I learned that through my journey in recovery, right? And so free to hope from recovery, I have am emerging, right? And I am also giving hope to others. Help others prosper equally. Yes. It can be about prevention, intervention, and restoration. So we need to share with each other our experience, our strength, our hope, right? What we have gone through, to get through, to see you through. All right. We need to learn how to go down deep to where all that stuff is concealed and begin to reveal those things in order for the healing process to begin. So, if you need a keynote speaker, I'm your girl. If you need a workshop, a presenter, facilitator, or trainer, I'm your girl. And expect me to be the same way I am right now. Yes, that's why transparency and authenticity is so crucial for me. And I hope it is for you. Okay, so let's go to the resources. I'm doing my daily ritual, right? Now you wonder, where does she get all this energy? Why is she so hyped and so positive, right? It's because the student became ready and the teacher appeared. You know how you have a aha moment when you say, "Oh, I got it. I got it. I got it." But before we was like struggling. No, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Bam. That's what my granddaughter Mook would say. Grandma, we got it, right? And so as a result, that's like an awakening. Like when you first realized something that you didn't see before, noticed before, you was like, wow, where did that come from? The student became ready and the teacher appeared. But through my journey of recovery and a 12-step spiritual program, right? The 4 agreements by the Ruiz family is now 5, right? Through the spiritual revival TV hour with my mentor, Benjamin Trimby Brown, for the last 33 years, right? With information from the Bible, which is why I'm getting my doctorate in biblical studies, just to learn more about the God who met me, delivered me, and prepared me from underneath a parked car to be sitting here before you. Yes. And Dr. Sonia of P3 Global. These are my spiritual resources and tools that I want to be able to share with you as you continue to join me every morning. But after that, I want you to attend my virtual sessions, right? Weekly, right? Every Monday from 7 to 8. I want you to join my weekly virtual sessions conversation so that we can continue to get deeper and deeper, okay? But I need you to send me your email so I can send you the link and we can get this party started and going deep into why are we broken and why are we still broke, okay? And then monthly, starting the third Thursday of this month, we're going to have my master class. Yes, and that's a 2-hour session. And when I say we're going to get down, dirty, and deep, yes, we are. Because in order for us to be used by our Creator, who destined for us to be what He wanted, we had to go through the process and obtain the spiritual knowledge and spiritual resources to have that psychic change. It all starts with the mind, right? And so once we have that psychic change, then we are able to say, oh, the spiritual student is ready. And the spiritual teachers will appear. But you first have to have your knee-bowing experience. In order for you, like me, to be totally humiliated, brought about some humility that said, help me, help me, help me. Yes, I'm 68 years old now, right? But 34 years ago, underneath that parked car, and now getting ready to celebrate 34 years in recovery from mental illness, prostitution, drug addiction, alcoholism, crack. Woo! Thank you, Lord. Yes. And if it wasn't for me utilizing, implementing, and practicing these spiritual tools and resources, I would be back. But hell to the no, I've learned not to give anything or anybody that much power ever again to put me back where God delivered me from. Oh, hell to the no. All right. So now we're going to get into, let me get my little glasses out here. Let me take a drink first, a coffee, okay? Whew, I got to slow myself down, y'all. But you better believe it's real. I want to shout out to my friend, Jay Macklin, who always join me in the morning. And I joined her session as well. We are going to dive into part 13. Part 13. So if you missed any of my presentations, my conversations, because that's what it really is, a conversation, about how I was able to embrace my brokenness and being broke and being sick and tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired, to the point where in my 4-step spiritual program of Alcoholics Anonymous, it says take a fearless and moral inventory of ourselves, right? So fear is an acronym that can be forget everything and run. Forget everything and run. Don't you get tired of running? But recovery has taught me to face everything and recover, because I've learned fear and faith cannot occupy the same body, the same mindset. So for these 34 years in practicing these spiritual principles, I thank God that he's not on secular time, but he's on sacred time. Oh, it's never too late to identify, embrace, accept, acknowledge your brokenness and being broke. And that's why I'm here to help you. Yes, as a coach, as a consultant, as a friend, right? As a colleague, as another human being, spiritual in nature, who just want to help set you free and give hope to others. Yes. And so we are going to face everything and recover, okay? So now let's go back to part 13, okay? Now, I'm going to bring this up to the screen. I first want to, share with you how being a part of this process, I've been able to, figure out some things, okay? So we talked yesterday about the importance of creating an atmosphere of safety. And that is so crucial when people want to bear their soul, right? They wanna share, right? They want to get it out. But there is so much fear. What you gonna think about me? What you gonna say about me? Who you gonna tell? Are you gonna look at me differently? Why do we give so much attention to what people think and what people say about us? Why? Because we were conditioned that way. We learned to put on all the mask to meet every occasion. Oh, yes. As a prostitute, guess what? As a person who was homeless, guess what? As a person who wanted to show this, and that, whatever mask fit the occasion, I wore. Yes, to get what I want or to get away from what I want, right? And so as a result, coming into a spiritual recovery program of Alcoholics Anonymous helped me to set the stage, to find out not what's wrong with me, because I thought something was wrong with me. Edwina, class vice president, co-captain of the cheerleader team. Huh? Yes, you want to be a model, an actress, a phys ed teacher. Yes, but that addiction gripped you. How? How did it start? Where did it start? Who turned you on? Where did you see it? All those things I began to unravel like an onion during my 4th step. Yes. And so not only did the flashbacks of my dreams and hopes, but the devastation of trying to commit suicide several times, the rapes, the beat-ups, being passed around like a bucket, spit on, called all kinds of names. I stepped over dead bodies. I robbed dead bodies during my addiction. Yes, you want transparency? You want authenticity? Well, here it is. Here it is. And you see that because of my spiritual wisdom and my spiritual growth, by utilizing these spiritual tools, I have been set free. From recovery, I have emerged empowered, and I'm giving hope to others. Yes. And so there was something that happened to us. There's nothing wrong with us. Something happened. And that's why when we engage in this conversation, because I'm trying to set the stage for y'all. When y'all come to the virtual session conversation, when y'all come to my masterclass, when y'all come to my boot camp, I want to plant the seed that Edwina creates a atmosphere of safety. Why? Because she needed it. She received it from others who were afflicted by the same ills of all human beings. Yes. And the biggest affliction is fear. Yes. And so when I say to you, right, when I say to you, create an atmosphere of safety, we also need to allow ourselves to share what safety means to each of us. We know that safety can be have a different perspective from each person, each situation. So we don't know what that is. So when we sit down to create an atmosphere of safety, we need to hear from you. You need to hear from me. Once we hear from each other, then we need to listen. Oh, yes, we need to listen. Yes, listening implies action. Hearing goes in one ear and out the other. I learned that. And I want to share with you how I learned that. What spiritual tools and resources I use to learn how to listen. One of the fifth agreement with the Uiz family says, be skeptical, but learn to listen. Listen. Dr. Alvin Turner, bless his heart, gave me that scenario of the wrong questions that we as human beings ask here in this Western culture. What's wrong with you? Why you can't stop? What in the hell's wrong with you? Yes. No, the question should be, what happened to you? Let me give you my ears so I can listen to what happened to you. So that creating that safety atmosphere is learning how to listen, what it means to be safe in an atmosphere, to reveal what you've been concealing in order to heal. Yes, okay? And so then we're going to move down to the next one, right? So ask yourself, are you ready to address your brokenness and being broke? Huh? Yeah. That's right. Are you ready? Really? Are you really ready? You better take a drink first. How about that? We're going to see how ready you are. We're going to see how ready you are. I became ready and willing and open-minded to find out what happened. The picture I showed you yesterday, right? Of the secrets, right? Of my family, right? And so we got my grandmom and my great grandmom, who were not really my great grandmother nor my grandmother. No. My mother was given away. My dad was given away. The last name I have is Hall. Is not the original name that I should have. Secrets. Secrets. Is that where the brokenness began? With secrets? Is that where I became broke? Huh? By going back into my history? And that's just my family, not talking about my tradition and my culture. Let's start where I am. I told you my parents were teenage parents. In this picture, right? In this picture right here, where you at? In this picture right here, right. This picture right here, right. That picture right here. A wedding gown, as if my mom got married. Hell no. No, she got married, but she didn't get married in no wedding gown. She didn't get married with she was hiding the pregnancy, right? My granny put on this outfit so that she could send this picture all down Augusta, Georgia, to see her daughter in her wedding gown. It was a lie. It was a lie. I can't even imagine what my mother was thinking when she was told to put this on and smile, because we had to prove to my friends and to my associates that we are stand-up community residents. It was a lie. That's what I mean by, are you really ready? Are you really ready to dig deep and find out what happened? Not just what happened to you, what happened to my daddy? What happened to my mommy? What happened to my granny? What happened to my what happened to my biological grandmother? Where is she? Who is she? Secrets. 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 I shared with you also that my second sister, yes, Deborah Jean Hall, yes, is not my father's child. We didn't know it for years. She didn't know it for years. And we didn't know that my father took revenge on my mother and women in general, because my mother was raped by either her stepdad or his brother. Lies. Is that where the brokenness began? My sister was incested by my father from the time she was 7 to the time she was 21, that produced my niece, who is really my sister. How you like that? Are you really ready? Are you really ready to find out where your brokenness began and why you being broke? See, I don't play. Listen, the BS is over. No, I want to learn what happened. Not just to me, but to others, to make us the way we are even today. It began somewhere. So ask yourself, when you come in my room, when I come in your room, when you come in my circle, I come in your circle, you need to ask if you are ready to address your brokenness and being broke. So it goes back again to, what does brokenness and being broke mean to you? See? You see how things, I don't assume anything anymore, for the most part. And that's the second agreement by the third agreement by the Uiz family. Don't make any assumptions. So when we are in the room together through my virtual sessions, conversation, and my master and my boot camp, we are going to unravel what it means in your view, in your perspective, in your opinion, to be broken and broke. And once we list all the different responses, we're going to find out the common denominator. Oh, yes. When I say we're going to get down deep and dirty, we are. Yes, we are. And we're not going to do it just with verbal communication. We're going to put our pen to paper. Yes, we have to see ourselves on paper. That's what the fourth step did. So when we engage with each other, I'm just planting a seed, getting you ready, okay? That I'm going to be asking you, what does brokenness and being broke mean to you? Okay? All right? And so, how much time I got? Okay, I got 5 more minutes. And so, when we talk about what does being broke mean to you, what does being broken mean to you? Okay? And so, we have to determine, I had to determine, right, by going in my history, doing my inventory, but I was able to reveal things that I had been concealing in order for me to heal. You know, as a prostitute, I got pregnant. Yes. 6 months after I had my second child. Yes. I was a prostitute. I knew who the father was. I knew who the father was. But I didn't want to acknowledge he was the father because of what people might say, what people might think of me. Yes, I struggled with saving face or saving my baby. I took life. I committed murder. That's my view. That's my perspective. I let what people might say and think of me to commit murder. And it's this journey is so fascinating, y'all, even with all the horrific parts, because you have to do the totality of all things. Yes. And it wasn't until I got into recovery 10 years after that procedure that I learned to forgive myself. Why? Because I revealed what I was concealing and I needed to heal. So, you know, when we get into these sessions, look, don't come that way. Don't even try it. Don't even try it. Because that's why I come to you with no makeup, no fingernail polish, no fingers, no earring. My son say, "Mom, you look like a dyke." Oh, what's a dyke? I don't know. But then I do know. That was a part of my addiction too. See what I mean? Different things come out. But when you have been set free, you don't mind. And so that's why I'm emphasizing, are you really ready to uncover, discover your brokenness and being broke? I'm 68 now, and God is on sacred time. And so obviously it's time for you and I to get in the room. Oh yes, to get in the room. And so let me stop there for a second and tell you how to get in the room, okay? So one of the things that I want you to remember, right? Okay, so every Monday I'm having a weekly virtual conversation, right? And in order for you to join me for that or my monthly conversation, you need to send me an email, okay? You need to send me an email, right? With your full name, okay? Your contact information, the email or emails that will get directly to you. You will definitely have to check your spam folder, and I have to check mine to see if you sent it, right? And then I need to know where you're from, what city, what state, what country, okay? And I need to know your age range. Listen, I tell you, I'm 68, but I'm only 68 in secular time. But if you see, and you probably can see all the spirit all the energy that I have, right? And then there is going to be a registration fee. And you said, well, okay, a registration fee, yes. Now, you are getting this information free, and it's no problem. What was freely given to me, I freely give to you. Okay. When, however, I address my brokenness and being broke, this is one way I can reap the benefits of both. That's right. That's right. That's right. I can't put a value on what it means to be set free from recovery, emerge empowered, and to give hope to others. You can't put a price on that. So what you're doing is just registering, right? And there is a registration fee. That's it. That's it. That's it. Okay. So if you, again, want to be a part of my weekly conversation session every Monday from 7 to 8, then you want to also be a part of my monthly conversation session every third Thursday of the month. Hopefully, you will want to come to my boot camp. That's 3 to 5 days. You know why? Because we cannot unravel that onion that is full of layers and layers and layers of stuff. We don't have time. And so it has to be done in components, in parts, right? Compartmentalized. You see, this is a journey. This is a journey. So if you are not willing to embark on this journey to get the same amount of freedom and hope that I'm sharing with you, then pass it on to somebody who else may need it. Okay? So this is the end of my session. My phone just went off, and I just want to also say that I give homage to my mentor, Dr. Benjamin Twimby Brown, right? His service is this Sunday, and this is the gentleman that prepared me to sit before you as a host, having my own talk show. Yes, yes, yes. He's my mentor. And God saw fit to prepare me to take care of him before he transitioned. So you see, when you address your brokenness and being broke, God's going to use you like he's using me. God will continue to order your steps, even if you don't know they are ordered. I try my hardest to yield to the Spirit so I can continue to walk in my steps that have been ordered. Enjoy your day. If it's God's will that we rejoin tomorrow, I love you. I love you. I love you. And so does God. Have a blessed day. Oh, Lord, I love you.